Hello everybody, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Old World Blues, my Enclave playthrough. So, here we are again. It's been so nice not having to worry about the problems that taking California has caused me. You have no idea just how much I enjoyed not caring about that in its entirety. Can I merge you? Yes, I can. Can I not? Oh, we're positioned in such a way that they're at the dam. I see. That's a problem. I want you guys to repair. Is there a button to make them all repair at the same time? I don't know. Wonderful, everything should be repairing now. Nope, everything is not in fact repairing now. Okay, now everything should be repairing now, I hope. We got dockyards now. We're gonna build convoys, just convoys, so we can get our troops out of the north. We have a lot of military factories and not a whole lot to do with them, which is a problem. And unfortunately, we're spread incredibly thin now, because we did just take, well, all of California, pretty much. Only the San Francisco chapter, and I guess Los Hills really is standing in our way. So yeah, we're in a bit of predicament. Luckily, our base value for stability was really high to begin with, so we're not in complete and utter anarchy, even though we technically have the anarchy thing, but weekly stability is going down literally by the week, and that's a problem. That is a major problem that we have to deal with. Economic resurgence, awesome. Judgment, New Canaan, so White Legs are expanding. So the 80s and the White Legs are going to be threats. Thunderbird demanded stuff of us, but didn't decide to go after it. Or White Peace after the war. New Canaan, the heart of the Mormon faith, has fallen to the Legion, though Caesar's Legion has crucified several of their leaders in a vicious mockery of their faith, and its inhabitants now face an uncertain future under Caesar's Legion. Utah now joins Arizona and New Mexico under the Red Banner. With New California in disarray after the Enclave's conquest and New Canaan in ashes, there is no one to stop the Legion from subduing the peaceful settlements on its fringes, unless the Republic of the Rio Grande wants to help. Oh my god. A frumentarus defects. As America wakes from its slumber and the wasteland begins to rally to our cause, a former member of the Legion has appeared in Neutrino, asking to join our army. He has taken the name Ulysses, after a great soldier who fought to unite America under one flag, and vows that when he sets his flag down, it'll be over his body or a nation he believes in. Who are you, that you do not know your own history? Traders from even farther? A trade ship docked in Dayglow last night bearing markings unknown to anyone in the wastes. An orange, white, and green flag flew from its bow, and its crew began marketing strange spices, foods, and fruits we've never seen before. When questioned by port authorities on their origin, their shipmaster claimed to be from a place called India. While most Mistlanders mistook it for the pre-war state of Indiana, we do know India was overrun by communist Chinese back in the 2050s. Looks like they too managed to claw back from the brink. The ship will remain in port for the next few weeks to take on provisions and fuel before sailing off to parts unknown. So we gained 0.4k bottle caps and Indian spices, which drops consumer goods and gives us weekly stability. Weekly stability gain of plus 3% for 200 days? Well, I'm going to take that. I'm not. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait.
This is Enclave
Wait,
main
wait, wait,
comm.
wait, wait. Wait. Why? No. No.
Enclave here.
You can't be serious. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, great. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, even if I crush this, all of this still exists. Oh, this is gonna be pain. Also, getting my troops out is also gonna be pain, because I don't think I have any convoys. I do have convoys. Why are you guys not
Enclave
shipping
here.
out then?
Enclave here.
Since our restoration of TV Town, the city has grown quite a lot, becoming a booming metropolis and a sort of melting pot of wasteland culture. Granted, with everything else weird and wacky going on in the wasteland, this is pretty tame. Most of the androids that were damaged or destroyed have been rebuilt, save the ones controlled by the director. Thanks to our reprogramming, they've sort of adjusted to American society. Well, they've adjusted to the wasteland anyway. A few have even begun to venture out from TV Town into the wasteland among caravans, even a few have signed up for the army, though we're placing them strictly in auxiliary formations. Still
This
kind
is
of
Enclave main comm.
I want you assigned there and shipped out.
This is Enclave main comm.
You guys are split up evenly between those two, but I want that guy up there. You're assigned there. You two are assigned here. I have sent someone up over to the Thunderbirds, so they're handled. Rebuilding a nation. We're finally on the field. We've had quite a run, reformers. We get the job done. The Enclave will be known as the Enclave Reconstruction Authority, gets to vent the President and the people. Building the reunited states requires more than plasma guns. We must restore order to the wastes and show why the Enclave is the world's last best hope. For record, once we get this done, I'm immediately doing yesterday's enemies so I can get rid of the Californian resistance. Because that, right now, hurts so much. Like, I can't even begin to describe just how much it hurts. Like, my soul or my stats. But honestly, though, thank goodness for pretty much the max stability we had on here. Because we had a base value of pretty much 100%. The problem is we're losing weekly stability is down by 0.5, which is not particularly great. No, it's down worse than that. It's down like by 1% a week. Oh no. And that's to base stability, not regular stability. Um where is that? Not you. Do I not have
Enclave here.
system right now? I think I'm Gotta select the country. Can I declare war on them? I can declare war on them. Does this war go run out? This war goal does not run out. Okay, executive orders, okay, no. Reestablish military, no. Our diamond in the rough, Sierra Madre, no. Prioritize civilian relief. Construction speed and free repair goes down by another. Fine. Fine. Take it. This physically hurts me. Oh, God, why? Uniting the States of America? Where? Where is that? Is it this? I don't really need the political party or political power right now. Hold on. Uniting the States of America. Where is uniting? Hold on. Uniting the States of America. Oh, here it is. So with this, I can do the focus to get rid of the freaking Californian resistance. Oh, thank the gods. Thank the Hoi4 gods. How much stuff am I down right now? I don't seem to be losing anything and going into the negatives anywhere, except invertebrates. I am losing stuff in VB01B vertebrates, but that's rather minor, all things considered. The bull flinched. One would do well to not underestimate the Legion, but the Legion was not a fool in and of itself. For years, the Legion ready to battle with the two-headed bear, a clashing of titans to decide the fate of the wasteland. Yet, speculators and frumentari returned news that the bear had retreated, and in its place flew the banner of the old world. The stars and stripes now bordered the Colorado as individuals in black power armor with glowing eyes watched the river, and vertibirds soared overhead. The specter of the old world had risen and claimed ownership of these lands once more. Caesar was ready to face the NCR, but the Enclave? The United States? No. He would wait, build his army more, assimilate more tribes. Until then, he would send an emissary over offering a truce between the two powers, one he knew both sides would break in time. That's sovereign American territory, Caesar. Get off. Who did they assassinate?
Enclave here.
Oh. NCR loyalists assassinate commander. This morning, the body of Laureen Coyote Kelly was discovered in his forward outpost. The commander was shot at point blank several times with a small arms weapon. The local Enclave forces suspect NCR loyalists to be behind the cowardly assassination. They have arrested the NCR civilians that have been tasked with maintaining the base, though no one has come forward and confessed. Our forces in the area are restless and eager to find a culprit. Not doing so would certainly harm morale. Looks like it's time we get some examples.
This is
Alright,
Enclave main
that's
com.
it. I'm unassigning everyone.
This is Enclave main com.
I'm not having more assassinations. It's not happening.
This is Enclave main com. Enclave here.
Nope. I lost one person. I am not losing anyone else if I can avoid it.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Okay, from sea to shining sea. When we first started out... Hold on, actually. I want to do something else first. Wonderful. When we first started out, squatting in the basement of Fort Sierra as refugees in our own lands, many of us never expected to get this far. To defeat the NCR and stand at the precipice of actually bringing back our treasured nation. And the question remains, what are we going to do now? Gannon, ever the pacifist and budding diplomat, has come forth with a proposal of outreach and cooperation. The Enclave is vast, and even the most ardent tribal or determined settler can be brought in with the promises of wealth, healthcare, and protection. While this approach will take time, a lack of bloodshed will go a long way to restoring America's image. Opposite of that, the president has had plans for a campaign against raiders and slavers for some time, a faster and quicker alternative to the idealism of Gannon, and it addresses the raider problem quite clearly, which Gannon's proposal leaves open-minded. It is Grant's respect for Gannon's ideals that he is even considering the former follower's proposal. Are they not Americans yearning to be free? Actually, I don't know what that did. I assume it had something to do with this. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Oh. I can still do this stuff. Never mind. It's fine. I'm more interested in this. Because, it'd be very helpful. And Law and Order after that would be also incredibly helpful. Oh wow, there's a lot of messages on my screen. Freedom of speech. There have been some upsides to the fall of the NCR. By its final hours, the nation was run by an oligarch alliance between Brahmin barons and the caravan companies who turned the NCR's democracy into a joke. They managed to suppress dissent in much of the NCR by buying up or otherwise dealing with hostile reporters, and pushed the NCR Senate to pass legislation clamping down on what could and couldn't be published. The fall of the NCR has given writers room to breathe, while the American promise is to many a breath of fresh air. For all the chaos, there's a feeling in the air, a whisper of old world blues and new world hopes. Time will tell whether this will turn into an American spring or a nuclear winter. Wait, what are they writing about us? Ad free press. Oh god. The end of the Reformers. With the Enclave's rule expanding across Nevada and the destruction of the die-hard purists, Granite has become a president in fact as well as name. Granite's supporters no longer call themselves Reformers, for they are no longer just Enclave scientists and officers, but include Brahmin barons, casino owners, caravanners, salvagers, vault dwellers, and even a few couriers. This is a problem. All of these people have different dreams and visions for America. Granite can keep them united for now by saying his priority is Reconstruction, but this will not last forever, and if Granite stands for nothing, then what will he fall for? Democracy seems a lot messier than the old book said. We are now called the Reconstruction Party, end of the Reformers, which grants daily intellectual support of negative 0.33 for 90 days. Oh lord. With the liberation of California, America's cause seems brighter than it has in 200 years. But there are those opposed to the belief that all men are created equal. Caesar's Legion and the Brotherhood, guided by unholy contempt for the human race, have formed an alliance against us. They know that if left unchecked, the reunited states will save this country, and so they've asked for war. And they're going to get it. The enemies of America will begin to gather against you. They were prepared to solidify their alliance and move upon you. Caesar's Legion guarantees the 80s. Oh great. The reunited states must choose a national anthem. Some say we should stick with the Star-Spangled Banner, or perhaps the battle cry Freedom, but Secret Service spies in the boatyard found a holodisc at a pre-war bar called the Eagle by a singer named Rue Paul. Her song American is a hit with the troops, for she's the stars and stripes flying high, red, white, and blue. She's me and you, she's American through and through. We'll learn from this new person. Why not? I've never heard of them before. Do we take the penalty to deal with these guys? Penalty be damned. I'm taking care of these guys.
Enclave here.
Oh god. This was probably a bad idea. Or it's perfectly fine. We're taking everything. Awesome. The capture of the Lost Hills bunker. Some deemed it impenetrable, others deemed the conquest of it too bloody to even be attempted. However, they both initially seem to have been proven wrong after a single day of somewhat underwhelming fighting. Enclave Reconstruction Authority troops began their attack in the early hours of the morning. It was a tough, bloody fight, nearly every member of the bunker being given a gun to attempt to fight off the invaders. Elders, scribes, and paladins working together to give their lives for what mattered. In the end, Lost Hills was snuffed out. Its corpse left bare for Enclave Reconstruction Authority to take over. Expelling the Brotherhood from Lost Hills was worth the cost. We lose 10% base stability. Fan-fucking-tastic. This is just wonderful. But I don't want to build a navy. Well, too bad. God, I'm sorry. That was funny. Pirates off of California's coast. While never seen as a focus by the NCR government, the NCR Navy did have one purpose that saw it be funded even as the Army and Air Force took priority. It kept the pirates at bay, either operating from motherships that sail from Californian ports from further north from Port Ma, seemingly derelict ships at sea, or even those who venture forth from South America. They kept California's coasts safe and trade open. Well, now those vessels are at the bottom of the sea, and word has spread far and wide of the collapse of the NCR. Already, Enclave Intelligence is noting increased signal traffic across the west coast as those who would prey on shipping are moving to fill the power vacuum left by the destruction of the NCR Navy. Surprisingly, the Enclave is no stranger to pirates, having had to fend off multiple attempts to storm the rig by marauding sea raiders not long after the Great War, of which was another contributing factor to the Navy's demise before the rig went up. If we are to be the representative government of the people, we must ensure that our reach is not just limited to land. That means building up a navy to protect the coast against any threats, as well as protecting trade ships from pirates as well. Now I've seen everything, yeah. Oof.
Enclave here.
Can I make more power armor divisions? I can, but I can't. Because apparently that's like 10 for one division. Okay, I forgot about these guys, to
This
be
is
honest.
Enclave main comm.
I want you guys to go line up against the 80s,
Enclave
along with
here.
you guys too. We gotta reform where everyone stands.
This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm.
As far as I'm aware, the Thunderbirds should be no issue, but if they are, I'll change locations, move down to them. Who are you with? You are with the 80s, and you have good relations. You have semi-good relations with the White Legs. Wait. Are you saying the... Oh, I didn't see those two were still in the faction with them. Okay. Okay. We have some room to work with. Okay, I cannot make any more arms, make any more convoys. Okay. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. This is difficult. This is very difficult. We have a lot of factories, but not a whole bunch to do with them. We're just gonna have to complete focuses and hope we can slowly but sure. Oh wow, everything and completely everything has been ground to an absolute stop. The fall of Dallas, okay. The launch codes detected. Now that we liberated Navarro from America's enemies, the Army Corps of Engineers is going through old records and has come across something interesting. They managed to find launch codes for missile silos, although most of these codes were lost during the war or after due to Vault-Tec subversion. If we ever find missiles that weren't used, it could come in handy. Well, they'll probably work in Ashton. Probably. The disloyal opposition. One of the greatest surprises of the past few years is that Grant C. Hayes, an old world apologist and Dayglow mayor, has begun fighting with President Granite. Hayes adores the old world and made his political career talking about the need to return to the ways of the old world. Of course, our occupation has softened his once hardline stance somewhat. Hayes has spoken out in support of ghoul rights, greater aid for impoverished wastelanders, and even of the need to respect the tribals. This morning, Hayes took to New California Public Radio to announce the formation of a new political party, New World Party, and that he will push for greater rights for all Americans. He's also criticized the hawkish military attitudes of the Enclave's elite, opting for the casual, alternative ways of all good Murphy of New California. Ironically, this makes Hayes the best between New California and New America, and he has some thoughts on this indefinite military rule. This isn't how democracy was supposed to go. Interesting. So now we got more parties. Huh. Oh, great. We have a disorganized army. Oh, for... Collapsed economy. We can't change out of that until we've revived the Federal Reserve. Oh, for... We're gonna do that right now, so I can get out of this stupid economy law. Also, we've finished yesterday's enemies, so that helps. If we go for this, it probably could move us far forward. We're gonna mandate the US dollar. And then free of bottle caps after that. Oh. Okay. Calm down now. 3 seconds. Just 3 seconds. The new economic policy. Now that we have reestablished the Federal Reserve, there's some debate about fate of New California's currency. If we declare the NC dollar to be worthless, we can bankrupt some of our greatest foes and distribute their assets to the Enclave's friends and comrades. Or we can allow people to convert the NCR currency into American dollars, ensuring an orderly transition. We're just gonna go with the orderly conversion because I can't. Before the Great War, Neutrino was home to a park full of rides and games called Nuka-Land. Although not as impressive as its East Coast counterpart, we could revive it as a symbol of the promise of the better times to come. We can also test some experiments on the park goers. Why not? How come nobody's counterfeits Caesar's coinage? Okay, counterfeiters. With the collapse of the New California's treasury, we are left to fill in the gap with Enclave Construction Authority script and bottle caps. Unfortunately, this has left counterfeiters with the ability to inject false currency into the economy. We'll need to revive the banking system and put a stop to this. We just did that. Literally like 5 seconds ago. Free of bottle caps. We're gonna end bottle caps right now. Right now. Right now. I'm not having this. We have a lot of manpower all of a sudden. Holy moly. All of our factories are... Oh my god. We will deal with this. Okay, I guess they decided they wanted some.
Enclave here.
You. Move to Thunderbirds. I want you to kill them.
This is Enclave main
to wipe them out. This time, I'm not letting them go. They're not going to be able to retreat from this one. They're not going to get some easy white flag way out. not happening. Mm. The end of bottle caps. Bottle caps were an ingenious solution to the wasteland's problems. How do you create currency with no government? The original bottle caps were packed by potable water from the hub, and because the bottle caps could not be replicated in post-war conditions, they had a fixed store of value. But as the wasteland's economy grew, the limited supply of bottle caps meant more goods were chasing less money, discouraging economic growth. With the return of old glory to the wastes, the government can impose a rational currency worth whatever the government says it's worth. Wait, isn't this why candy bars cost $1,000 before the word? Add flat currency, we lose a little bit of stability, but otherwise it's fine. Medical scavenge, party attacked. Let me just look through stuff real quick, please. Can I just get 5 minutes? Funded justice system, so sure. 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 Awesome, cool. Oh, we do actually have the money for that. Sure, why not? We actually have the money, a whole lot of money for some reason. Pirate threat, dread pirate sunk. What? I guess they managed to do it from someone else. That's... Hold on. Where is Honor the First? Honor the First Amendment. What do you gain? 5% legitimacy. I don't really care about that, to be honest. I don't. We're going for law and order. One of our medical scavenging parties near Hawthorne Medical Laboratories has been reportedly attacked by a bizarre mutant we've never seen before. They managed to kill it, and while normally a post-war monster attack wouldn't make it this high up the chain of command, the officer in charge of the party has reported that the monster was eerily human, and the creature itself is being hauled in for an autopsy. We do know that area was quarantined by the NCR Army before our arrival, which is why the scavenging team was sent in. We checked records for the area, and the Hawthorne Medical Laboratories was a subsidiary of Vault-Tec, and what's worse, Vault-4 is in the vicinity of the labs. Our records show that Vault-4 was an experiment in a society run by scientists, and that after the war they began experimenting on hybridizing humans with animals. The Vault was deemed a failure long before the test subjects rebelled against the scientists because of this, and monitoring of Vault-4 was cut off. If that vault has a population of human-animal-monster hybrids in the largest city on the west coast, we could have a crisis on our hands. Get in and secure that. Okay. We have a lot, and I do mean a lot, of stuff that we can make. Problem is, all our quotas are perfectly fine. Unless we started training up more units. I don't know. We could. It wouldn't necessarily be too hard. Screw it. Let me train up 2 new armies worth. Why not? After all of our stuff is on consumer kits. What? Okay, hold on. I gotta check something. How do I get rid of you? So what? Like, Chamber of Commerce? Hearts and Minds? No. The fate of our democracy, maybe? NCR leadership. I'm not certain how to get rid of that. I'm going down this way. Definitely this way. I don't need that. I definitely don't really care for the free press, to be honest. Last thing I need is them hawking down my throat. Despite the unrest and turmoil throughout the California, the army did not spare anything when it came to Vault 4. The autopsy on the Gulper had returned that monster human DNA. I assume that there's supposed to be a hat in there, or has the monster human DNA, and with that horror reality, an entire battalion of power armored troops with Vertibird support was called in. Overhead sweeps identified a few at night that were quickly gunned down, while others were killed with heavy ordnance. Then came Vault 4. In the last few hours fighting the hybrid Gulpers, it became apparent that these things were fast and could take a round or two. In the close confined environment of a former vault, they were going to be a terror. Everyone going in knew this might be a one-way trip. More than a few had rigged their power armor to blow if it came to it. They might go down, but these things were going with them. After the technician punched in the override code, she was hoisted away by a vertibird as everyone spooled up their weapons. As the first squad stepped forward into the vault, they noticed the entrance was surprisingly well kept when they were suddenly met by a man with a single large eye in the center of his head. Oh, hello. I'm Ben, overseer of Vault 4. How'd you open the door? Get in and secure that vault. It seems that when the test subjects rebelled in Vault 4, the vault wasn't exactly lost, and a stable, if bizarre-looking, population of post-humans has been inhabiting the vault ever since. They've done limited trading with the outside world, but for the most part have kept to themselves. Overseer Benjamin is a little skeptical of our claim to be representatives of the US government, but he isn't complaining. Despite the deformities and mutations present in the Vault 4 population, the Overseer was rather alarmed to see Slanter scouts that were with our Vault breaching team, though he at least was accepting of them. When pressed for information by one of our officers, the Overseer explained the history of the Vault, how the Hawthorns basically created a hybrid species, and that those monsters broke free. Apparently, one of them was his uncle. Of disturbing note was the 12th level, where numerous former test subjects have been held in stasis that may or may not be pregnant with those Gulpers or worse. Sadly, the members of Vault 4 do not have the means to properly save them, but they have been trying. Ah, we do have the means. The things we do for democracy. And, the United States. We're doing this. We're just banning the free press. Where is Packers? Okay, MacArthur is still alive, which is good. I'm not certain where Packers is, so I'm not even certain where I'd send these guys. Sure, I'll send them out to Packers, I guess. I'm not certain where that is. Forgers. Ciphers. I didn't see any Packers, but sure, why not? I have enough dollars for that. We've decided to ban the free press. Whatever, we lose some legitimacy. I don't care.
Enclave here.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go line up against the Legion because
Enclave
I
here.
want to dig in. I really want to dig in. They make me nervous. I'm gonna set those guys down there against Tucson.
Enclave here.
What are you doing? You're not doing anything. Okay. Cool. You're coming down here. And then half of you will go here. Probably take about half of these guys. Assign them here. Which I'm gonna do. I can't believe they assassinated one of my generals, bro. We're going for Vice President Dornan. Which means the president has to be strong enough for that. That's stupid. We're gonna do this because it gives me more stuff. I'm switching to partial mode. Just thank goodness I can. I can't do this because I haven't completed the focus. Integrate the NCR army. Yeah, okay. We're gonna get Law and Order done. Hold on. Which does what? Since the NCR's collapse, New California has been rife with banditry, corruption, and brutality. The NCR's ramshackle bureaucracy, already overstretched, has all but collapsed despite the Enclave Reconstruction Authority efforts to keep it in place. Gangs and barons rule as they please, and to get the state up and running again will require substantial effort. Some idealists in the New California Republic believe we need to restore a faith in an impartial judiciary. So this one would be this. Others think we should work with New California's elite and crush dissent quickly and efficiently. After all, a strict constitutional scholar might question how Granite even became president. To the Republic, a government of laws and not of men. That hurts me to do. But whatever. As far as silence the free press, I don't think it's really going to do much. Or all that much anyway. Yes, resistance to occupation. Yes, I got it. Thank you. I understand. People aren't very happy. But they're just going to have to shut up and deal with it for 5 minutes. Cool, whatever. Hold on. Brahmins. Can you just stop giving me new stuff? Ruling California. Now that the dust raised by the fall of the NCR is settling, the time has come to decide how to govern the newly liberated Californians. Grant C. Hayes, previously mayor of Dayglow under the NCR, has asked an audience with Granite. He claims to be a descendant of Enclave members who escaped Navarro and integrated into the NCR. Hayes believes we should appoint him to a top position in our Reconstruction Authority, and bar anyone who took up arms against us from office. Many of our older Enclave officers balk at the idea of working with our old enemies and demand that any NCR politicians we come across be executed. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm having a very difficult time deciding what I want to do here. On the one hand, that's a decent amount of base stability and war support, along with political power, but that's 10% legitimacy lost, plus several advisors of the New California Republic will be executed. Or we integrate the NCR leaders, which means more power to the People Party, and we gain a little bit more legitimacy, but we lose stability and war support and political power. Um, um, I, I, I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm taking the chance. Screw it. We don't need them. I regret my life choices. What is this? I'll take you. Why not? With the, we're gonna get the best laser rifles. My laser rifles are gonna be the best laser rifles in the entire wasteland. Okay, so we do actually have civilian factories now. That's good. That's good. I need more war support is the problem. It's fine for the moment. We had to get rid of the underfunded justice system to get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, this is just so fun, isn't it, guys? Yeah, if you couldn't tell, that was me being sarcastic. We'll come back. Awakening Giant.
My fellow Americans, my name is Douglas Granite, President of the United States of America. This will be the first time many of you are hearing my voice. For some, this will be the first time you have even heard of the United States, or America for that matter. But I digress. I came here today to speak to all of you, to speak to all you souls roaming the wastes, starving, killing, dying. I came to spread the word the new California Republic is no more. The corrupted, incompetent republic has been felled. In its place stands a nation reborn. 200 years ago, we fell from nuclear Armageddon into a state of lawlessness, anarchy, and terror. I am here to tell you now, those days are at an end.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that in the slightest. That was awesome. I liked that. The sleeping giant. Thousands turned into the radio, hearing for the first time the voice of who claimed to be the President of the United States, as his voice filled homes, bars, and even distant army posts. When I was elected, I asked for time. In the time you have given me, the Enclave and I have rebuilt our nation. We have rebuilt our strength. We have rebuilt our pride as a nation. Fear not, America, for the sleeping giant has awoken, and we stand on the precipice of victory. So I say to you now, to any tribe, nation, peoples, or states, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe to assure the survival and the success of liberty. This much we pledge, and more. For those who wish peace, prosperity, and justice, we will extend a helping hand to protect those in need, those who stand against tyranny. Those who stand against tyranny shall be welcomed as our own, but those who oppose us, those who revel in anarchy and oppression, those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security, they will receive no mercy from the U.S. military. But two states in particular are the subject of today's broadcast. Two nations have caught the attention of Uncle Sam. I am speaking, of course, about the Washington Brotherhood and Caesar's Legion. Brutal, totalitarian states that have ensnared a portion of this country and oppressed the American people, our people, and indeed all people who would strive for peace, liberty, and democracy. These nations, united in their contempt for the human race, have forged an unholy alliance against us, for they know that if left unchecked, the United States will save this country. And so they bid their time. And as this country slowly awakens from its slumber, they gather strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat, and for the first time in over 2 centuries, we face the total destruction of our homes, our freedoms, indeed our very way of life. They have asked for war. And make no mistake, America, they're gonna get it. Thank you all, my fellow Americans. That gained base stability of 17% is interesting. I don't need the political power in comparison. 96%. Let's go. Unfortunately, I didn't think about the other one, so here comes the Raiders. Should I, I'm reviving the judiciary.
Just dispatched a Verdi assault team to your location.
And, for the moment, I'm gonna give you guys Shadow Churchill. Jack Shadow Churchill. And I'm gonna give you the go order. Go ahead. Arcade Gannon leaves the Enclave. Citing recent decisions made by our government, Arcade Gannon has left the Enclave in disgust. He was smart enough to make his grievances known by letter to be discovered long after his disappearance. Gannon's whereabouts are currently unknown. That's game over, I guess. In the quaint outskirts of Shitty Sands, a mom and pop shop has made quite a splash. Red Stag tallow candles they sell, scented with the best pulverized floater teeth. Some say it smells like raspberry with a hint of bergamot. Others can only detect faint amounts of doom. Either way, business is booming. Thankfully, these new business owners pay their taxes. We should even buy a few. Some of our buyers could do with some relaxing candles, especially Jeremy. I don't know who you are, Jeremy, but you sound like you needed some, so we're getting you some candles. 'Cause of course. I want Dornan so badly, but I don't know if there's a person I can get for that. You seem like a better fit, but I'm gonna leave that for you. I'm trading off Disorganized Army. We got the Pentagon Reborn, so probably get some new guys too. Collapsed trade. That's a problem. Is there anyone who would anyone who would increase the ruler party. No. Legit, no. Why? Why? I don't get it. None of this is working. Whatever. These guys have their orders. Section 1 of Article 2 of the United States Constitution. With the capital expedition returning from the East Coast, their prize was the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Preserved and having survived 200 years, it's a good thing the Enclave didn't bring it aboard the rig, otherwise we might have lost it forever. Which is just as well, seeing how the Enclave deviated so hard from the Founding Fathers' vision. However, as Grant read the Constitution, probably the first president in 200 years to do so, he discovered something. According to Section 1 of Article 2, at the time of taking the office of the president, one must be a natural-born citizen, a resident of 14 years, and be 35 years of age. Grant was born in 2243, 9 months after the rig went down. When he assumed office, he was 32. By the highest law of the land, he was not eligible to be president. In fact, his entire presidency might very well be illegal. Most, however, when realizing this discrepancy, decided that, due to the extraordinary circumstances of the time, such a thing could be overlooked. Further, by now, he is old enough, so what does it matter? There wasn't anyone foolish enough to question Grant on the matter. Anyone want to challenge my authority of office? Anyone? Come on, speak up. Or, well, if you turn a 2 upside down, it kind of looks like a 5. That 1% legitimacy from that is kind of funny, to be honest. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to increase the ruler party. I need to get rid of these guys. Well, I don't see why not. It's just a little bit of political power. Simple circuitry, awesome. Circuitry, cool. Thunderdome, taken. I'd like to point out they attacked me, so our selflessness in vanquishing the 80s has made us become seen as the savior of the people among the wastes. The 80s were the scourge of Utah for countless years. Now, thanks to our efforts, they are but a memory. Some felt that we were simply going to usurp the reign of power they held. By abstaining and giving power back to the subjugated people, we have instead shown our resolve in standing by the needs of the wasteland. They love us. Weekly manpower, monthly population, division recovery, weekly stability, factory output. Okay. We did not technically take them out, but sure
Enclave
thing.
here.
I'm going to remove you from command now. Oh, you're that Ulysses guy. You look promising. I'm very certain I can promote this guy. Or pretty much anyone that's just one of these, I guess,
Enclave here.
units, pretty much, that can be promoted. Like the vet units.
Enclave here.
The vet units would probably be the best option. Or the seasoned ones, I suppose.
This is Enclave main comm.
So I'm noticing we don't have a whole bunch of
Enclave here.
the best of the best guys.
This is Enclave main comm.
Not regulars, veterans. We have a whole bunch of seasoned members, but we don't have vets. I could, though. It wouldn't be too hard. I guess somehow me taking this area and annexing it partially gave me claims over the 80s, I guess? I'm not certain how that works, but I'm also not going to question it. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with it. I think there was supposed to be something where the more infrastructure I built, the better, the more legitimacy I got, but I don't remember what it was. I do need to get rid of this and the anarchy thing. But provide the judiciary, okay. Marshal training, that's nice. Sheriff training, okay. Deputy, lawkeeper, infantry, yeah, I got it. Thank you. Slavery outlawed, chems outlawed. Light of liberty, okay. We no longer get the effects from that. That sucks, but whatever. We'll live. Thunderdome is going to be reactivated soon, which will be good. Maintenance company level 5, that's also good. Economic resurgence, awesome. The FBI. I think technically we got to that already. But I'm going to pretend like I don't have an information network named the FBI. In fact, I'm going to go send you off to Flagstaff. Protests in Sac City. In the city of Sac City, a crowd of people have formed, too sudden and organized to be spontaneous occurrence, especially considering the banners unfurled and slogans chanted. A brave few souls flying NCR flags as the crowd goes and marches on. Protests have broken out in the ex-NCR state. Many have taken to the street demanding the return of elections and democracy in NCR states. Comply with their demands. We lose base stability and political power. We're going to give them vague and meaningless promises. We'll do. Send in the troops. Enter the fiends. At FBI open up, which grants non-core manpower and daily compliance gain, along with base stability. For the past several weeks, several response teams of the FBI have been conducting a campaign to eradicate the Fiends gang from West Vegas. In a first for the restructured organization, the entire campaign went off without any U.S. military support. FBI agents conducted a series of raids targeting the Fiends' gang leaders before storming the Fiends' holdout in Vault 3. After an intense firefight, the FBI has informed the Radiant Times that the Fiends' leader, Motor Runner, was killed in the depths of the vault. The remaining Fiends have been scattered to the wastes, with the Justice Department issuing warrants for their arrest. Way to go, Department of Justice. And the FBI, congratulations, you guys did good. I'm really proud of you. I'm not certain what I should make of this, to be honest. Like I generally don't. Ooh, night vision progress. That'll be helpful. Night attack is really helpful. This has what was that? Interesting. We're gonna do all of those because it sounds promising. We need to get rid of these guys. All the following must be true. Focus the Federal Bureau of Investigations, got that. Voting Rights Act, got that. More than 50% support for the New World Party. You know what? Grant C. Hayes, fine. You can be the vice president. Why not? More than 30% for those guys. Is that right? Honestly, it won't really be all that long until that happens. It really won't. Probably push it along by changing one of these guys. Yeah, I could get Boris T in here. Sure, why not? Notice how the base value is back up to 100%. Like, yikes. Caesar's Legion, oh god. This Mexican nation is, starting to make me nervous now, actually. I don't like that. I was gonna make some declaration about how Caesar's Legion didn't stand a chance, but, like, now I'm just kind of nervous. Oh, and MacArthur's not doing well. They will not accept it. Why not? Too low opinion about us. We can't do it that way, and I can't send expedition forces. I don't want them to lose. I don't want the Sisters of Steel to win. That's like the last thing I want. Ah, well. I suppose that'll just have to be problems for another video. This looks interesting. Well, again, that'll be for another video. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed. And this is Dragon Man out. Just remember, God bless the Enclave. God bless America. We're finally one step forward to finally uniting the United States once more. Thank you all for joining me. This is Dragon Man out.